Now, this is a game where you guys' bats just came alive. What did you feel like was really working today for your offense?
Well, the same thing that's happened all year. The great thing about this group, like, you don't know where it's coming from night to night. Like Courtney hitting a home run tonight.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the middle of our order, and you just never know, and that's what makes us a tough team to beat.
Absolutely. And I mean, Rockingham is always kind of a tough team for you guys to face. I saw last year you kind of split that series. So what was the mentality coming into this year's game?
Well, so I have to be honest, their best pitcher is injured right now.
Yeah.
So I have to throw that out there, but it's always been a rivalry. I used to coach baseball. Now it's softball, and they've always been our biggest rival. Usually close games and a lot of intensity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Did you kind of see that intensity as well today with like your girls? Like
absolutely,
maybe wanting
they
to
were
win?
ready to play today.
Yeah.
It's a great group of girls, and they bring it every time we step on the field.
Absolutely. And for Courtney, her second ever home run. I mean, what was just going through your mind as you saw that?
Almost like I didn't believe it, like in the playoffs last year, because she hasn't. I think that's her only two, and but she is so improved. One of the most improved players I've ever had here. So.
Yeah, take me through. I mean, what have you seen from her to grow to be the player she is today?
Oh Lord, everything. Every aspect of her game, from defense and catching fly balls to hitting the ball. When she first got here, she would have been really nervous at the plate. She's not anymore.
Wow.
I know I can count on it.
Yeah, and she was saying that last season you had a conversation with her about, like, we really need you to take a big step this year. I mean, what was that conversation like? Like, why did you kind of press her in that moment?
Just because she'd improved so much and I saw it in her. So it was more of an encouragement thing that I believe she could do it.
Yeah, and I believe I heard you in the huddle say that to your team, like, if we're going to win a state championship, like, she has to be getting hits. Like, what does that just mean for you guys?
Well, I didn't say hits. I actually said, so she got a little mad at me because right after the home run, her next at bat, I gave her a bunt sign. So, but for us to win the close games in the playoffs against good teams, she's going to have to get bunts down. So I try to take an opportunity almost every game to get her an opportunity to practice that.
Wow, awesome. And for you guys, undefeated this year so far, what are you just liking that you're seeing from your group?
Like I said, just the up and down, the support from the girls of each other, and just not the other team having to pitch to everybody. A lot of teams have great players at the top, but we have great players all the way through and even on the bench that are pushing the starters. So it's a situation where that makes us a better team because we're not relying on one or two people.
Yeah, absolutely. And your pitcher, Lindsay, I believe.
She's been incredible. She had a great year last year, but she has taken it up a notch this year.
Absolutely.
She's been almost unhittable, and she's really not giving any walks, and she's making teams earn it.
What do you feel like makes her so dangerous on the mound?
Her mentality. If something bad happens, it's over with, and she goes on to the next pitch. And she's just a bulldog on the mound. Yeah,
absolutely. And I believe, so the other girl who hit a home run, Ellie, I think that I heard her tell the first base coach, like, I told you so. She ran back to the dugout. Do you know anything about what was going on there?
If Courtney is one of the most improved players we have, Ellie her confidence level has gone up so much. And I'm so proud of her for that. She's a great kid. And she just needed her confidence to catch up with her abilities, all she needed, and her hard work.
And on that note, I mean, what do you hope that people are going to see from the team the rest of this season?
Well, we only have one goal, and that's to win the state championship. We've been in the talk of it for 3 or 4 years now and had a chance. And actually, the last 3 years, the team that we've lost to has won it. So we hope we're on the other end of it for once.
Feels like you're knocking on the door.
Yes.
What about this group makes them special and capable of achieving something like that?
You can't keep them down. The West Wilkes game that Courtney was talking about last year, you almost had to have been there. It's hard to explain, but we were beat like 5 times. And every time the girls just came right back and tied it.
Wow.
And it's a lot of pressure, and we were at their place and a big crowd. And even in a loss, I was so proud of that game.
Wow. What were you most so proud of in that game?
Just the not quitting, and like, it's easy when you get down 2 or 3 runs at a visitor's place to just, we're finally beaten now, but they never had that mentality. Like it was, they came back in the dugout, okay, we got to get 3 runs, and they did it every time.
Wow. And for Courtney and some other returning players who experienced that loss, I mean, what do you hope that they learned from a moment like that?
We bonded a lot as a team, and just, when you go through tough experiences, if you do it together, it makes it easier to survive and grow from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that a game that you guys would go back and watch film with, or is that something you just talk about kind of in the abstract?
But I have. Yeah, it took a while because it's such a special game. Our local radio station was there.
Wow.
And it took me, I would say, almost a month before I listened to it.
Wow.
And I teared up when I listened to it because the emotions come back of every play, because you remember every play, how it happened.
Yeah.
And that was a special game. It's a special group of girls.
Do you hear kind of your current team talking about that game at all, or is that something they've left in the past?
I haven't heard them talk about it, no. I think they just know. I think they just learn from it and know that if we're in that situation, they've got it. They know they can do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.